You can't always figure out what something is by looking at it. Sometimes you can't even figure out what it is by examining it, consulting experts about it, or bringing in scientists to investigate. When no one can provide the answers you need, you have a mystery on your hands, and we love mysterious finds. Whether misunderstood or not understood at all, every discovery you're about to see in this video is a discovery that forces us to rethink everything we thought we knew. Number 15. The Ghetto Lion of Ethiopia. This mysterious stone carving, known as the Ghetto Leo, and was brought to scholarly attention in 1843 atop Chikabere Hill. In over 150 years of study, its origins remain a mystery. Locals claim it has stood since time immemorial, while scholars debate whether it is a literal lion or a symbolic form akin to the Egyptian Sphinx. A trio of monograms, including a Christian cross, is carved into its paws, hinting at ties to Ethiopia's early 4th century Christianity, though the statue itself may be older. The lion is a deeply rooted national emblem, yet no other sculpture of this kind exists in the country. Generations of tourists have walked over it for photographs, complicating any attempt at precise dating. Whether ancient guardian, sacred symbol, or relic of a forgotten culture, the Ghetto lion stands as one of Ethiopia's most enduring archaeological enigmas. Despite its discovery in 1843, the mystery around the Ghetto lion is yet to be solved. Number 14. The Capalakaya Rock Tomb. While Göbekli Tepe dominates a lot of attention in Turkey's ancient history, the Capalakaya tomb is an equally impressive but lesser-known ancient site. It is perched high on a mountain north of Çorum, and its entrance is so well hidden it could be missed entirely. Inside is a precisely carved cube-shaped chamber cut directly into the solid rock. Its builder and occupant are totally unknown. Archaeologists estimate it dates to the Hellenistic period, roughly 2,200 years ago, based solely on the name Euphrasios scratched inside, which could just as easily be later graffiti. The effort required to create such a tomb in antiquity was immense, demanding advanced tools, skill, and labor. Yet the identity of its maker and the reason for its construction have vanished from history. Today, it remains a silent monument carved into the mountainside, a testament to human craftsmanship and an enduring enigma for those who manage to find it. Number 13. Petroglyphs of Toruerto. In Peru's Castilla province lies Toruerto, which means dead bull. It is the largest rock art complex in South America. Its name has no recorded origin, absent even from local legends, yet it has been passed down for generations. There are over 3,000 volcanic boulders that are engraved with petroglyphs, while non-volcanic rocks remain untouched, suggesting the stone's source mattered to its creators. The carvings include geometric patterns, animals, and human figures, and the makers who created them are unknown. The Wari culture, active in the region about 1,500 years ago, is considered the most likely source, though the engravings may be older. Despite its vast scale and cultural value, little is understood about the site's meaning or purpose. The precision, variety, and scale of these markings speak to an artistic and symbolic tradition whose context has vanished, leaving only thousands of silent stones under the desert sun. Number 12. The Rodope Skull. The Rodope Skull is one of Bulgaria's most confusing and creepy artifacts. It was found in 2002 by a 38-year-old resident of Plovdiv while walking in the Rodope Mountains, and since then it has fueled both scientific debate and conspiracy theories. Some claim it is the skull of an extraterrestrial. Scientists suggest it might belong to an animal, a severely deformed human, or be an elaborate fabrication. Yet no known animal matches its structure, and no human genetic condition could create its peculiar form. The skull appears to have 6 eye sockets and lacks a mouth. Its current location is unknown. After brief media coverage in Bulgarian and Turkish newspapers in 2002, the trail went cold. Only photographs survive, reportedly taken at the time of discovery. Some allege it was acquired by the Smithsonian Institution and hidden away. While the most rational explanation is that it is a hoax, the craftsmanship, if fabricated, raises questions about the purpose and effort behind creating such a convincing, unique form. Number 11. The Gwei Mummy. When most people think about the mummification process, their brains with a second guess link it to Egypt, but this process of preserving the dead has been practiced by cultures across the world, including rare instances where the process began while the individual was still alive. In 1975, an earthquake in Himachal Pradesh exposed a tomb sealed for more than 500 years. Inside sat the remarkably preserved body of Sangha Tenzin, a monk frozen in deep meditation, his skin and hair intact. Local tradition claims Tenzin willingly ended his life in prayer to save his village from a swarm of scorpions. As his soul departed, a rainbow appeared, and the scorpions vanished overnight. Evidence suggests he starved himself and dried his skin with candles before death to preserve his seated form. The discipline to endure such a ritual is almost beyond understanding. His body remains a testament to spiritual devotion, and I mean that's the question. How can someone reach that stage of mind and body where the fear of death disappears? Number 10. Tamusa, Lycian monuments. The megaliths of Tamusa, near the village of Uchaz in Turkey, are among the region's most enigmatic relics. Roman sarcophagi and Lycian inscriptions mark the site, but its history is largely unknown. The absence of coins suggests the city had no currency system, adding to the mystery. Some inscriptions date to 2,400 years ago, though the stone monuments may be older. The necropolis lies at the city's eastern edge, containing Roman-style tombs alongside stranger constructions shaped like upturned boats. Elsewhere, dwellings are carved into solid rock, one bearing a relief of a nude man, identified by an inscription as Kuwani. Despite the presence of these artifacts, the origins and timeline of Tamusa remain lost. The combination of funerary monuments, rock-cut homes, and unusual designs makes the site a puzzle for archaeologists. A once-inhabited city now standing in silence, its story erased by time and the absence of surviving records. Number 9. Roman Puzzle Lock Ring. In late 2017, archaeologists recovered a rare Roman puzzle lock ring from the River Rhine in Germany. These intricate devices likely safeguarded valuables sent across long distances, preventing couriers from stealing contents since only the sender and the recipient knew the puzzle's solution. In some designs, the lock could be bypassed by lifting a faceplate to reveal a keyhole, but most relied solely on their mechanical puzzle. The earliest examples date back 2,000 years, possibly adapted from older Celtic designs. Small compartments could conceal jewelry, while larger versions served as locking clasps for bags or chests, ensuring goods remained untampered. Such rings stayed in use until the Roman Empire's decline in the 3rd century. We might not put as much art and craft into exchanging money as the ancient Romans did, but their work is a reminder that a little mystery can turn something simple into a rare ring. Number 8. Byzantine Basilica of Bishamesh. Back in October 2019, archaeologists in Israel uncovered the remains of an ancient church near Jerusalem. The Byzantine-era basilica, adorned with elaborate mosaics and vibrant glass windows, appears to date to the 6th century. An inscription dedicates it to a glorious martyr, yet the individual's identity remains unknown. Discovered during excavations ahead of new housing construction in Beit Shemesh, it is believed to have been a pilgrimage destination for centuries, attracting visitors well into the early Islamic period. When intact, the complex spanned nearly 5,000 square feet, with a spacious courtyard fronting its main entrance, far larger than most basilicas of its time. The intricacy of its mosaics suggests it held great religious and cultural significance. That such an important site bears no surviving record of its central figure deepens the mystery. The basilica's remains offer a rare glimpse into a lost chapter of devotion, its anonymous dedication still echoing through the stones left behind. All right now, let's move to number 7, the Dandel Stone. The Picts ruled northern Britain nearly 1,800 years ago, yet their culture remains poorly understood. Even their name comes from Roman accounts, referencing painted faces before battle. They vanished abruptly, leaving no written records. In 2013, a farmer in Capalakaya found the Dandel Stone while plowing his field. The 6-foot-long, 1-ton slab bears Pictish symbols carved on 2 adjoining faces, with designs mirrored on each side. Dating stone carvings is difficult, but archaeologists believe it was created in the 6th or 7th century. Its purpose is uncertain, possibly a territorial marker or a monument to commemorate an event. Despite resisting Viking incursions, the Picts eventually disappeared from history. Even if the stone's symbols are one day deciphered, they are unlikely to reveal where these resilient people went. Number 6. The Galician River Madonna. Back in June 2020, a fisherman during his COVID pandemic vacation in Spain's Galicia region pulled an unusual object from a river. It was a 700-year-old granite statue of the Virgin Mary cradling the infant Christ. Initially mistaken for a moss-covered boulder, it was soon recognized as a Gothic work from the 14th century. Weighing nearly 350 pounds, its smooth back suggests it once stood against a wall, perhaps on a plinth inside a church. Both faces, Mary's and the child's, show signs of deliberate defacement, possibly an act of sacrilege. How the statue came to rest in the river remains unknown. It may have been discarded during a period of religious conflict or hidden for protection. Its rediscovery raises the possibility that other valuable artifacts may still lie beneath the riverbed. The Madonna now serves as both a religious relic and an archaeological mystery, linking devotion, destruction, and centuries of untold history. Number 5. The Serpentine Mask of Teotihuacan. Over a century after the Pyramid of the Sun's discovery in Mexico, it continues to yield surprises, such as the Serpentine mask found beneath it. The mask was first found in the 1930s at the end of a 400-foot tunnel, but was mislabeled and stored away for decades. Rediscovered during an inventory in 2020, it is a strikingly realistic portrayal of a human face, carved from green serpentine stone. Its craftsmanship suggests it was created with great skill and care, yet it appears to have been deliberately buried within the pyramid's foundations, perhaps as an offering to the gods. Unlike other artifacts from the site, no similar masks have been found, making it unique. The identity of its creator remains unknown, as does the reason for its burial. Until the pyramid's builders are identified, the origins and purpose of this mask will remain a mystery. Number 4. The Cerapium of Sakara. In Egypt, the Cerapium of Sakara remains one of the country's great archaeological enigmas. Hidden within a hillside south of the Great Pyramid of Giza are 24 massive black granite boxes, each weighing around 100 tons. They are believed to have been placed there about 3,300 years ago during the reign of Pharaoh Ramesses II. Some have been opened, revealing the remains of Apis bulls, animals revered in ancient Egyptian religion, but rarely given such monumental burials. 1. Controversial theory suggests the boxes were used for fermentation, producing gases that might have created light within the tunnels, a concept dismissed by most Egyptologists who offer no definitive alternative. The sheer precision of the stonework and the difficulty of transporting such colossal sarcophagi remain unexplained. Whether built for ritual, storage, or a purpose entirely unknown, the Cerapium continues to defy modern understanding. Number 3. The Temple of the Serpent. Near Lake Titicaca, on the border between Bolivia and Peru, is the ruin known as the Temple of the Serpent. Unlike many ancient South American temples that remain standing, this one was deliberately destroyed in antiquity. The site's history, culture, and beliefs are unknown, but serpent motifs carved into several stones suggest snakes held deep symbolic meaning. Some stones bear scorch marks, perhaps from ceremonial fires or from the temple's destruction. Most serpent carvings originally faced toward Tiwanaku, yet the architectural style differs from Tiwanaku design, raising questions about its builders. It could be Incan, or it might belong to an even earlier civilization. The reasons for its destruction are lost, but the surviving carved stones, weathered yet unmistakable, testify to a place that once held spiritual or cultural value. The temple now lies in ruins, its silent stones offering only fragments of a story no one can fully piece together. Number 2. The Bourne Stone. The history of this stone is fragmented, but its story traces back to colonial Massachusetts. Believed to have served as a doorstep at a Native American meeting house in Bourne during the 17th century, it was later sold when the building closed. Passing between private collectors, it eventually arrived at the Patuxet trading post in the early 1930s and became a museum exhibit in the 21st century. Weighing around 300 pounds, the granite slab would be unremarkable if not for the carved inscriptions across its surface. In the 1970s, historian Barry Fell claimed the markings were ancient Iberian, translating to, "I proclaim annexation." Hanno takes possession by this stone. His translation is disputed. Historian Michael Barnes argues the symbols are neither Iberian, Norse, nor any known European language, proposing they might be Native American hieroglyphs. Without a reliable translation, the meaning remains unknown, leaving this stone as a mute testament to an undeciphered message from the past. Number 1. Undeciphered Cretan hieroglyphs. Egyptian hieroglyphs were unlocked through the Rosetta Stone, but no such key exists for Crete's ancient hieroglyphs, which remain unreadable despite thousands of examples. The earliest samples date to around 4,100 years ago, about a century before Linear A, yet appear to have been used alongside it for roughly 400 years before vanishing. Scholars suspect the language is Minoan, though Minoan itself is undeciphered, leaving the theory unproven. Over 832 distinct symbols have been identified, possibly representing syllables or entire phrases. The method to read and speak them likely perished with their Bronze Age creators. This puzzle has gripped linguists fascinated by early written forms, yet progress remains elusive. Without a bilingual inscription or direct link to a known language, the hieroglyphs may never yield their meaning, preserving their place among the world's most stubborn and tantalizing linguistic mysteries. We really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for hanging with us, and we'll see you very soon.